Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon, and I am here to tell you hashtag Clownfish was right. Cartoon Network is done. Pretty much. Cartoon Network today, this is like huge news. Today, their website redirects you to HBO Max. Their website is no more. This is absolutely insane, and it's not shocking to anyone who's been listening to our channel for any length of time. All the signs were there. They just shut down the Boomerang app last week, I think, and they got rid of the Cartoon Network studios, and they've been giving more time to Adult Swim than they have been giving to Cartoon Network shows, and it looked like they weren't greenlighting a whole lot of new Cartoon Network stuff, but rather sequels or reboots of Cartoon Network properties for HBO Max. And we've been following this for a while, and there it is, guys. Like, I think it's about over for Cartoon Network. I think Cartoon Network is just going to be a brand of content, cartoon content for HBO Max. We're going to talk about that, and then another blow to animation. I mean, this sucks. I'm going to be honest, this really freaking sucks. Warner Brothers is outsourcing Looney Tunes. Like, I mean, if that doesn't tell you that's all, folks, I don't know what does. Warner Brothers, the Looney Tunes characters are synonymous with Warner Brothers, and they're not even handling them anymore. They're just outsourcing it. So this is coming a day after it came out that Warner Brothers was taking a $9.1 billion write-down for worthless assets, basically their linear channels, and Cartoon Network was named specifically as a worthless asset. They had to take a write down because they said your Cartoon Network station, your linear TV stations are not worth anything, Warner Brothers. So I don't know what's going to happen. I'm thinking what could potentially happen is Warner Brothers sells off Cartoon Network or sells off animation or something to like Netflix or something. I have no idea what's going to happen. Like, everything's up in the air. Hollywood is freaking burning. And then this is coming as the animation union. The major unions want to have a talk about, animators getting paid more. And I'm like, I hate to be that guy, but you're going to be lucky if you get paid at all. I mean, it is not looking good out there. It is really not looking good. And apparently Adam Conover was right. He had the hashtag trending RIP Cartoon Network a week or two ago. And, I guess it's been about a month. I have no concept of time, but it was a couple of weeks ago. And we had Fresher Luke back on the D-Res podcast, and we talked about how it looks like Cartoon Network is ending, and oh my God, here we are. Now, again, this is not the end of Cartoon Network, but them, doing what they're doing with the website and redirecting it to HBO Max is not a good sign of the long-term health of there being an independent Cartoon Network. And especially with MeTV Tunes, what's the purpose? There's no purpose. There's no point. And after their massive L that they took yesterday, I don't know what's going to happen. They could just sell the whole thing off. They could just shut everything down. $9.1 billion. So let's talk about this. This is a lot to talk about. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Geeky's sitting this one out. Every time she leaves, big news breaks. So this, I actually found it from CN News and Schedules on X, and it just happened a couple hours ago. Cartoon Network. You're going to have to stream Cartoon Network on Max. Looking for episodes of your favorite Cartoon Network shows? Check them out on Max. Subscription required. Sign up for Max, where you can also create a kid's profile with ratings restrictions and additional privacy protections to keep it fun and kid-friendly. Cable subscribers continue to enjoy your favorite Cartoon Network programming on your TV and connected apps as well. For now, I don't think this is going to last. This is, again, right after Boomerang, and you go to the Cartoon Network website, it's gone. There is no Cartoon Network website, and they used to have all the shows on there and like games and bios and stuff like that. No, they're just kicking you over to HBO Max because it doesn't matter anymore. There's not going to be a Cartoon Network pretty soon. I am fully convinced that they're going to, at some point in the very near future, shut down the linear channels because it doesn't make a lot of sense. Or they'll just move it to like Roku or something, like a streaming channel. So let's see what the reactions are to this. Confused, they said, this is the original poster, CN News schedule. So, hat tip to them, and say, confused at the strategies in play here. Keep the app up. Add shows that keep getting removed from Max to the service, then kill the website. Adult Swim's site remains up, full as ever. They updated the web player last week even. Yeah, but they actually removed some games. I mean, I don't know. I don't think Warner Brothers knows what's going on with Cartoon Network. I think it's a thing that they have. But again, check out the other video we did on Warner Brothers. It's one with the Batman Cape Crusader in the thumbnail. $9.1 billion write-down. And they specifically said Cartoon Network had no value. Cartoon Network, CNN, Food Network, a bunch of stuff that they own. They said it had no value. And they had to take a write-down. They're like, it's worthless. Several shows have gotten a bit harder to watch with this move. Summer Camp Island, Heroic Quest of the Valiant Prince Ivanhoe. I have not seen that one. Ben 10, Alien Force, Clarence, Season 4, etc. If the app stays up, you can watch there, but no website is a big loss. Yeah, it's a huge loss. And to clarify, CartoonNetworkHQ.com comes from Cartoon Network EMEA, not the main brand in the States. So it's like a license thing. Not sure it has much time left, but hopefully I'm wrong, says Kirby Light 2. Yeah, I don't think it's looking too good, guys. I'm gonna be honest. I think we're getting to end stage. Cartoon Network. Byron Hazlitt says that sucks. I remember going to that site at times, even my brother, because I love Cartoon Network. Give us Zaslav's address now, says Animation for All. Garrett Keller says, hopefully that means Cartoon Network shows will come back. No, I think it's actually Garrett. I think it's the opposite. I think it means that they did announce sequels and reboots and movies and stuff for HBO Max, but I don't think they're going to be on Cartoon Network. So everybody's gun for David Zaslav. This is why society is playing up. Why does the future have to suck so much? Wow. That website was everything to me back in 2008, 2010. Yeah, it's been out there for a long time, and it always had the latest information on the shows and the characters and like behind the scenes stuff, and it's just gone. Zach, the Owl House fan, Hall 97, says the animation industry in 2024 so far, dude, check the news. Yeah, pretty much. I don't want to hear it. I'm not singling him out, but like, I don't want to freaking hear it. We said this was going to happen, and we had so many animation stands from Twitter tell us we were full of shit, and we are not full of shit. We said, look, all the signs of the animation industry collapsing, contracting, shrinking, they're all there, right? It's all like, it's as clear as day for anyone who pays attention to this sort of stuff, which a lot of animation fans don't. I mean, I'm going to be honest. A lot of animation fans don't even know how stuff actually gets made. But like, all the signs were there. Cartoon Network, cartoons in general, animation in general is not important to Warner Brothers. And pretty soon it's not going to be important to a lot of Hollywood other than the big marquee, Pixar movies or whatever, the big Illumination movies. And a lot of this stuff, these series, they're going to outsource them. And the weird thing is people are going to look back at like the 2000s and the 2010s as being like the last actual era of like televised animated series. I'm not even kidding. We're going to look at that and be like, you remember when they used to have all these weird cartoons? There's like all kinds of crazy cartoons, like people that had a Tumblr comic got to make cartoons, and they had all kinds of like very like avant-garde cartoons and lots of fan fiction, lots of whatever, lots of weird cartoons that kind of came and went, and it just like, you're kind of like, why did they make that? Because it doesn't seem like it's very commercially viable, but they made it anyway. Yeah, that whole era, that's over. It's all over. And we're not going to realize that it was over until you look in the rearview mirror 5 or 6 years from now when things are very, very different. And it's like, oh yeah, like all those Cartoon Network shows, all those, Netflix streaming shows, all that stuff. Yeah. Remember when we had like all kinds of weird ass cartoon shows and they're just gone. That whole thing they did. Do you remember with Sci-Fi? They did that animation block or whatever with the freaking Magical Friendship Squad or whatever the hell it was called. Yeah, nobody remembers that. But that's going to be part of this like forgotten era of animation. And again, you didn't know it was going to end. We figured it was going to end, but hashtag Clownfish was right. And it's not me gloating. I'm just saying, like, guys, we're not trying to rain on your parade. Seriously, I'm not trying to rain on your parade. We're just like, we're older than most of the people that watch these videos. And we've been around the block and we know people. And it's like, it's very obvious things were going to end. What the hell? Another legacy site gone. This is actually shocking, says Mythical, especially because of how random it was. Okay, whoa, that's actually unexpected. I know the website at this point in 2024 was nothing more than a husk of its former self, but shocking. No, it's not. It just happened so damn fast. You could play codename Kids Next Door Flight of the Hamsters on Flash games. Yeah, they're gone. I hate a small feeling this would happen. I had a small feeling this would happen when the Boomerang website shut down. Truly the end of an era. Yes. Kirby Light. Yes, you are correct. Another note, True TV, TBS, Adult Swim, TNT, Discovery, Animal Planet, Investigation, Discovery, HGTV, and others are still up. Yes. They have more value than Cartoon Network. Streaming has ruined everything. No, it's just Hollywood. Well, streaming did ruin everything because Hollywood blew itself up. It doused itself in kerosene chasing streaming. And that's what happened. Everybody decided they were going to try to become Netflix. And in the end, the only one standing is probably going to be Netflix. And then everybody else is just going to go back to making content for Netflix like they probably should have done in the first place. And they'd have a lot more money now. But, you know, whatever. I went and checked this legit. Yeah, you know, if we reported on this first, everybody would be like, Clownfish TV are a bunch of liars. They hate everything. No, we are correct. Ryan says, but Cartoon Network isn't dead. People on the internet seeing the current shows at face value told me so. Yeah. It's in quotes. It was supposed to be a joke. Kitty Studio Z says it looks like Cartoon Network is slowly dying. It is. Games are gone. Yeah, it makes me sad. I'm sad. Look, I'm telling you, it's all freaking, it doesn't matter to them. So let's talk about Looney Tunes. If Cartoon Network doesn't matter and Looney Tunes doesn't matter, if Looney Tunes doesn't matter to Warner Brothers, we got a problem. So this has come from Deadline. Warner Brothers Animation's Looney Tunes movie, The Day the Earth Blew Up, to hit theaters, a new Ketchup Entertainment deal. What the hell is Ketchup Entertainment? Would somebody tell me what the hell this is? Exclusive. Ketchup Entertainment has acquired the North American rights to Warner Brothers Animation's The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie from GFM Animation, which handles worldwide distribution sales. The sci-fi comedy adventure film following the adventures of Daffy Duck and Porky Pig will be released theatrically nationwide. A date has yet to be confirmed. Isn't that weird, though, that Warner Brothers isn't distributing their own Looney Tunes stuff? And so the film stars two-time Emmy Award winner Eric Bauza reprising his role as Daffy Duck and Porky Pig, who uncover a sinister alien plot while working at the local bubblegum factory. Together with Petunia Pig, I'm trying to make this sound dramatic. Together with Petunia Pig, the unlikely heroes embark on a high-stakes mission to fight off zombies and aliens while delivering all the gags and visuals recognized by Looney Tunes fans. So Wayne Knight's involved in this, Lorraine Newman. Okay. The Day the Earth Blew Up is a historical moment for the Looney Tunes franchise, and we are proud to be partnering with Warner Brothers Animation to bring this film to audiences theatrically. We cannot wait for audiences of all ages to experience one of the smartest animated films in recent years. What happened to the Wile E. Coyote movie, the Acme movie? That one got gone. Gareth, so why couldn't they release that? They can release this. Why couldn't they release that one? Finish it and release it. Gareth's enthusiasm for Warner Brothers Animation's spectacular Looney Tunes adventure persuaded us that Ketchup Entertainment were the right partners for releasing the film in North America. What the hell? Who the hell is Ketchup Entertainment? We're looking forward to continuing to work with the team as they prepare for audiences to embrace Porky Pig and Daffy Duck again. Okay, here we go. The project was originally greenlit for HBO Max in 2021, but the movie was among the content write-offs at HBO Max during restructuring. Okay, then. So they finished it. Production continued, and WBA was permitted to shop it elsewhere. Sales were launched at the American film market by GFM Animation. Okay, so they bought what was done of the movie, I guess. This kind of happened with Nimona. I want to say that that's what Netflix did with Nimona. Like Nimona was kind of sort of done, but not quite. And they had to go back because it was, I think it was Blue Sky was working on originally. And then Disney bought them and shut them down. And then I think Netflix finished it, I think. The Day the Earth Blew Up hosted its world premiere at the Nancy International Film Festival in June and was met with positive reactions. It's weird that they're not distributing it. Warner Brothers tossed this film for write-off. Oh man, I do hope this Ketchup deal puts them to shame. Warner Brothers never intended on distributing the film in the first place. They produced it and shopped it around in good faith, this time unlike Coyote versus Acme. Yeah, I don't understand what happened with that. Well, that's like the Batman, the Cape Crusader show, the one that everybody's dunking on because of the female penguin. That one, they sent it to Amazon. Warner Brothers is just going to go back to making content for other platforms, I think, before it's all. They're going to license the stuff out or sell it off. Can we get the Coyote movie now? Yeah. I wonder if this is going to be like the Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie that was also released by a studio outside of Warner Brothers, but the latter studio retained it post-release. Is it going to be the same here? Because I'd be surprised if Ketchup still has it after theatrical release. I think Warner Brothers just doesn't want to bother with it. But I mean, the fact that Warner Brothers doesn't even care. They're just like, yeah, they're just going to outsource it. And they've said as much. They said they're willing to sell off assets. They're willing to outsource whatever they got to outsource to make a buck. And animation is not important to them at all. So, I mean, good luck to these animators who are having a lot of trouble. We did a video covering that, but like, I don't think it's going to go the way you think it's going to go. I think they're going to look at you and laugh and be like, that's okay. That's okay. We're just going to send everything to South Korea. And then they're going to send it to China. And then they're going to send it to North Korea. And then we're just not going to talk about it. We're just not going to talk about it. So goodbye, Cartoon Network. It's been nice knowing you. I'm going to wrap it up. Please subscribe. We'll talk later.